War here, and today we've got a 7-year disaster battle playing as the Knights of Caledor going up against Krokkar. So, the balance of power seems about even, but this is going to be a tough one because it's going to be a micromanagement nightmare. We've only got the settlement garrison in at the start. Imric is outside the settlement, and we're outnumbered by a fair bit. And it would be better if we didn't control large armies, which means that these 6 units here aren't going to show up at the start. This would deny them these reinforcements at the start as well, which would make things just bare minimum manageable, because the problem with this army here is that they're going to come in super hard and fast before we're organized, and his army's on force march, so they're going to be a bit slow. But we just need to make sure that it's basically 20 versus 20. I'll try to make sure these guys here get eliminated first and fairly early so that we can bring in these guys here. The Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers are not really very good against Lizardmen, as a general rule of thumb. They're okay, so having them not show up at the beginning is not that big of a deal. Not having the Dragon at the beginning as well, not that big of a deal. Fire Magic in this situation here, not that big of a deal that we don't have it. I'd probably want to use its boosting magics, but based on this here, I'd say that it's immortal, so if we do lose it, it's okay. It does look like it's on a dragon. Anyway, let's jump into the battle now and see what we can do. In these sort of situations here, you might see the even balance of power on the campaign map, but quite often that is completely inaccurate. I already checked to see if auto-resolve would work. Got completely wiped out, so it has to be fought manually. Okay, it's good that we got a bit of time to cover. So what I want to do is, if we could maybe like take out some of these Cold One Riders right at the start, that'd be good. Now, as for the dragons, I think it would be good for them to deal with the Ripidactyls, because Ripidactyls are anti-infantry, right? Let me just double check that. Yeah, they're anti-infantry. So, yeah, if we could keep them in the air, that would be ideal. Don't get me wrong, fire magic's amazing, but magic in general isn't great against cavalry and like other flying units. You mainly want to use it against infantry, and they just don't have that much. As a general rule of thumb, the best law of magic to use against the Lizardmen is the law of light, just to pin them down. That's it. Because like I've casted all kinds of vortex spells on Temple Guard, they just don't seem to take much damage from it. Just because they're kind of in loose formation. Works way better against factions like Skaven that are getting into really tight groups. Alright. Alright. They are not going to take long to get here. But it would be ideal if they could not come at us all at once. So let's try to get these cold ones over here. The sooner we deal with them, the better. Okay. Keep them at the back. Have the Lothland Sea Guard stay up front. I don't like this position over here. That could be a bit obstructive. Maybe we should stay a little bit more over this way, just to make sure that everyone's got a clear line of sight. The guy said in the email that he tried checkerboard formation. It didn't work. I'd say the problem here is, like, you're not going to have time to get checkerboard formation set up. Oh, and they've got that as well. Fantastic. Alright, so let's have a look here. I think this spell here might be best for us, giving us extra missile damage. Since we got a missile-based army. That's it, just draw it over here. Good. Good, that's what we want to see. Good. Just get it out of the way. Alright, what ability? Oh my god. Okay. Alright, so he's got that as well. Alright. But that's great that we got rid of that to begin with. Alright, are we organized? Alright, let's try to checkerboard up a little bit. Oops. I'm just trying to organize. Oh, that's a lot of abilities to manage.
I will claim it. All sends me. Might of the volcano.
Alright, like I said, try to make sure that we keep these Ripidactyls in the air.
Behold as I march. Fury of the Forge God. To victory. Draw back.
Doesn't matter if that one leaves the battlefield. Okay, that's bad. Get rid of that.
Draw back.
Following Epua.
Yeah, it's just not good in this situation here. There's no good targets. And if there's no good targets, just don't even bother. Get rid of this.
Outward mage.
They're ripping through us fairly quick. Let's get rid of those Croxy boys. Still, these guys are lagging behind. Get rid of that. Okay, reinforcements have come in. Gotta get rid of these damn pterodactyls. Ripidactyls, I mean.
Onwards. Winds of magic.
Because, yeah, on legendary difficulty, AI Ripidactyls, they really Ripidactyl you. Like, big time. Very dangerous unit. Especially for high elves with their archer-based armies. Alright, once we... Okay. Jeez.
Taking position.
Outward mage.
Really didn't help that you're on forced march here, but I know that you were just trying to get back to save the city. Problem is, you got a valuable army to try to save a piece of shit settlement. Like, that's a huge mistake. Just let them fucking take it. Who cares? Minor settlement like this. What does this fucking settlement matter to you? Is it really worth sacrificing all of these troops?
High mage.
Glory of Enric.
Going abroad.
Asso, withdraw.
Saigon, hear me.
Okay. Still a bit of healing there.
The dragons roar. Blessed by all. It will be done.
For order.
Alright, I think the worst of this is now over. Because
Orders.
they're going to stagger in here now. Still got all of our dragons, most of our archers. Like, our garrison's gone. Here comes the artillery. Get the artillery over there. I need more protection over this way, though.
I will go. The light of Caledor.
Actually, Krokgar is anti-large. Best not engage him with them. Alright. Things somewhat under control. At least more than it was at the start, that's for damn sure.
Understood. As you say. Quick time. We will
But yeah, this kind of thing happens all the time. People like just rush to force march to save a minor city. Just let them take it. Especially if you don't have it much invested in it anyway. Just let them take it.
advance. Loyal.
Like if it's a tier 5 major settlement, yeah, alright, fair enough. But like,
I accept.
this is the only spell that I can see of actually being of any use to us.
Caledor's chosen.
Just because we got a spell doesn't mean we should use it.
For duty. Orders received.
Ready.
Asso, withdraw.
Okay, Krokgar's almost gone.
My power is yours.
Alright, we're almost through this first wave here. Alright, everyone stop firing.
At once.
Because there just aren't good targets. Okay, Krokgar's gone. Just get rid of these. Are just some skinky boys. We can get... Oh, hey, there's something to shoot. Ancient Salamander. Just move out of the way a little bit.
Seeking the foe. I go then. Doing my duty. Going.
Alright, cool. Alright, now we got a bit of time to reorganize.
Setting forth.
And this is where not controlling the large army really benefits us. Okay, now we can go out there and harass them a little bit more while they don't necessarily need a rest, but... Alright, you stop firing as well. Now, a little bit of a concern there with the fire dragon. I know I've got 30 winds of magic. Well, with the fire wizard, just a little bit damaged. Okay, there's something to shoot. Alright, just bring it back. These two guys here, no big deal. Get back. Alright, keep these two back here so they don't get wiped out. See, we've got 30 winds of magic, but if we cast like one more spell, it's just not going to regenerate anyway. And just back off, back off. Even though I'm sure we got plenty of fire resistance, because it's Imric. Oh, whoops. I suppose we've got Arcane Conduit as well. Alright, yep. Alright, everyone can fire at will again now. Alright, try a bit of a checkerboard over there. Alright, what abilities has Imric got left to use? We've got Stand Your Ground, got some more Dragon Breaths, Fiery Convocation. Probably should have given them a heal while we were not really doing anything. Get rid of those Ripidactyls. Those other ones caused us so much grief. Okay, it might even be worth it just to fireball them. It only killed like one or two, but... Oh, hang on. There's loads of melee infantry coming in over here. I reckon this might actually be a good opportunity for a Flamestorm. Yeah, cool. Racking up some good kills there. Get her out. So if you're wondering why not use Flame Breath, I know this is something that people ask a lot. You know, I got all these Flame Breaths and I barely ever use them. They're not very good against moving targets, basically. If I use them, it's just... Yeah, it's just not great against moving targets. And it's sometimes better to just not even use an ability if you're going to use it badly. Because here's the thing, ability uses actually count towards balance of power. And if you waste it, you're wasting balance of power, which means you're losing the battle. So if the person can just hold on to it, it still counts for more strength. It's kind of like ammunition. Now it's not that much. It's not that... Oh my god. Sorry about your dragon there. Holy hell. Bloody Ripidactyls. It's still alive, but holy crap. Alright, Imric ran it off. It's okay, it should be fine for it to leave now. Imric can't move. Yeah. It was probably the chameleons. I can't move Imric. But I probably could use a Dragon Breath while that's going on. Okay, pretty much out of magic. Alright, now that they're stationary over here. Okay, they're facing the wrong way over there. It's gonna be a close one, for sure. Don't want this one to go back into melee, just... Alright, there we go, there's the army losses, we won. That was a tough fight. That was a tough one. This is a very hectic fight. Your army is still intact. Like these are still alive.
Beware their jaws.
Dragon will live. The other one, that is. We don't really have any fast units to go run them down. And you should have no problem finishing the job with them later. Imric, we probably don't need to put that other heal down. He'll heal to full anyway. But yeah, we got through it. Yeah, that's to be expected. Lizardmen can be very tricky to deal with if the balance of power is not in your favor. Unless you actually catch them inside of a walled settlement. They're actually really easy to kill if they're inside of a walled settlement and you're the attacker. But lizardmen, like, every faction's got like strengths and weaknesses, right? Well, we wiped out Crockgar's army. Especially on legendary difficulty. As a general rule of thumb, you don't really ever want to be the defender on the field up against lizardmen. Because they're just like a wrecking ball. They have super high leadership, super high damage, and they can have some pretty fast units. And as the high elves, at least, they really wreck through you. We didn't lose any units there, so that's pretty good. I was worried that yeah, no units got wiped out. So it might give us the Pyrrhic victory, but you'll be able to recover from this quite quickly. So this will only apply to the garrison, so easy win there. Not easy, you know, easy money. That way, no real downside, because if I come over here and I see this is like rank 1, I'm gonna be pissed. Because, like, just let them take it next time. So let's have a look at the situation. Also, where are your special dragons? It's good that you've secured that. What tone is it anyway? Ugh, is that a... Oh, jeez, you haven't done much. So you never went back home. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, honestly, even though I won that battle for you, really, well and truly, you should not have tried to get back here. Especially considering you had no idea what was coming, and the last defenders were in the area, and what's their strength? Yeah, that was a really silly strategic decision. For sure. Next time, just let them take the fucking city. You've got Lightning Strike, right? Yeah, just let them take the city, and then just take it back. Like, it's... Like, who cares if they take that off you? Like, I'm sure you're not even selling that iron anyway. Yeah, you got no... Why are you building iron if... Have you researched it? Yeah? No, you haven't researched it. Okay. You don't get trade agreements until... for a while there. It's... Look, the campaign, you should be fine. You should be fine, but... how many armies you got? Just 2. What's your other army?
High Elven Archmage.
Oh, okay. That looks like it should be fine. Look, as a general of thumb as well, don't build walls everywhere as high elves. Like, you're making no money. And the walled settlements, like, especially here, like, you're very unlikely to come under attack here. This is, like, one of the safest areas in the map, especially considering you've already kicked out, Clan Ishin. So that's really good. But yeah, I'm just, like, providing some general advice. Get rid of the walls, okay? Because instead of having a wall, you could make more money. If you had more money, you could recruit more troops. If you had more troops, you wouldn't need to be panicking all the time about all this stuff, because high elves make tons of money. You don't need to worry about each individual minor settlement. If it gets sacked, whatever, just rebuild it, sort of thing, because you should be very rich. Even with the Knights of Caledor campaign, I know that not having access to Ulth 1 doesn't make quite as much money, but you can still make a fair bit of cash. But yeah, apart from that though, your campaign, it's, you know, you got a bit of work to do, but you get there. Anyway, that's the end of this one here. Appreciate all the support, and I'll see you next time, fuckers.